Hello everyone. Today I got a question to talk about loneliness or feeling lonely. Well, from my perspective, feeling lonely, the question was to explain loneliness, but every body, every mind has their own definition, their own perspective on what loneliness is. So it's looking in the mind. Are you counting your friends? Are you saying like, I need to have 5 friends to not feel lonely? Is it I need every day somebody to connect with me so I don't feel lonely? It can be anything, any perspective you have on loneliness, but I believe that it comes from loneliness. It comes from not wanting to be alone for set amount of time, and once that set amount of time has passed, all of a sudden you feel lonely because you haven't seen anybody in this amount of time, or you haven't seen this amount of people in this amount of time for your definition of what loneliness is. But it's all in your mind, loneliness. Because, well, we are always alone. Like, everybody has a soul. This is what I believe, but this soul is the same soul in everybody else. But you're just a part of that one soul that wants to understand itself. So, from that perspective, you are always alone. You are always alone, that unique self that you are. And it's learning who you are, the uniqueness behind your energy, behind your soul. That's the thing that we want to understand, to overcome loneliness, because loneliness really is holding on to an idea on the outside that you want to keep from the outside with you here, but it's not a part of you. So you have to learn how to let that go. So you might have to learn how to be lonely. If you feel lonely, then it's your time to learn how to be lonely and find out what you like doing when you are alone. Find out what interests you. Find out who you are in the time you are alone. It's actually very, very beautiful time to see who you really are. Because the more lonely you are, and believe me, I have had times where I've been alone for months. I didn't want to see anybody. Also started meditating during this, and it's just, take the time to get to know yourself. Take that time to feel maybe the loneliness. Why do you feel lonely? What do you believe about loneliness because it makes you feel that way? And once you understand that, you can feel lonely, but it actually doesn't feel lonely. It feels like, I'm in this state again. But it's just this, and it passes. And, and I know why I feel this way. But it's, and by just feeling it and accepting that you might feel lonely, and maybe you are also lonely in the reality. It is a possibility. But just feel it. And when you feel lonely, just feel lonely and understand why you feel lonely from your soul. And try to understand that. Just understand it. And by that, I can promise you that it will start to change. But it is the understanding of your soul behind everything. And it's hard because our mind has made up so many beliefs from the moment we get born. It learned so much beliefs. Yeah. And it's looking at all those beliefs again. And just see that the opposite also exists, or also has a truth to it. And from that point, it's more like, taking a step back from duality. You might see your loneliness, but you also might see that you actually have never been that lonely that much. It's just a moment in time, that loneliness. And there are moments where you have so many people around you every day that you're talking, that you get like, I need time for myself. And those are the two opposites in life. That's my perspective on this. And it's just acknowledging in what perspective you are at the moment, and actually a knowing that you are always moving between those points of loneliness and of feeling connected with everything. And it just happens. And it's just not the ego. It's not the ego that wants to connect with people because I feel lonely. No. I'm just feeling lonely right now. I have to feel it right now. And this will change into a better time, and then enjoy that better time with the connections until that is too much. And you say like, I need some alone time. So, yeah. Yeah, feeling alone. And it can be hard. It can be tough, this feeling. Yes. I speak from own experiences. Being alone can sometimes really feel low. Feel like you want to connect more. Also listen to that. And try and learn to connect more from that place of loneliness. And it changes into the opposite. I invite everyone, and I find everyone that is feeling lonely, just start to understand why you are feeling lonely. And if you really feel you need more connection, try to work towards that. And if you are feeling that you're making too much connections and you're actually too busy, try to come to a place where you can be lonely and learn yourself. Because if you make too much connections, everybody carries energy. You learn everybody's energy. So you're never in a state where you can feel your own energy completely. Because everybody's carrying energy, and everybody's carrying energy from everybody if we are connecting with each other. So I believe that this is the dynamic between the bodies and what we carry. Yeah. And yeah, loneliness. I invite you to feel it. Whenever you have it, feel it. Try to understand for yourself why you are feeling lonely. And then change, little by little. Maybe I'm just gonna go for sports every one day a week. I go to a sport club or something, or I go to an art club, or to anything you like, anything that interests you. You'll find something. Yeah. And then bit by bit, it changes from one perspective to the other, one duality to the other, and that's life. Thank you for the question. Yeah, I really like thinking about this. Thank you everybody else for following and for looking at these videos. I invite you to visit my website if you want more information about me, or if you want to book a human design reading, and maybe start diving deeper into yourself with other techniques if you feel called. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, everyone, and see you soon. Ciao.